Hello everyone, this is Chris with StickerFab.com. I know we've been slacking on our Bronco Sport efforts. We've just been so busy with, the full-size Bronco and the new BRZ that just launched that we haven't made too many things for this, but we need to get it back in the mix. We are paying for it, just like every other person that has a Bronco Sport, unless you paid cash. Good for you. But we're going to start with the taillight overlays today. You can see normally this is what it looks like on the driver's side, and this is what it looks like on the passenger side with just this is normal dark smoke. So no air egress channels on this. We do recommend a wet installation because it doesn't have air egress channel. That soapy water allows that air to escape out pretty easily, and if you install it in nice 70 to 80 degree weather, it shouldn't be a hard install at all. It's 68 right now, pretty close. I originally installed this and it was a little bit cooler, a little bit more difficult. You can also get some heat, keep it around like a hair dryer or a heat gun. Just remember, when using those devices, don't use a lot of heat. We're not like full-on wrappers here. We're just trying to provide a little bit of heat to make that adhesive stick again, to dry out that water and whatnot. Let me do something else real quick while we can do this comparison. Let me turn on the hazards, because that top lamp that is covered, those are the turn signals. So I know you're going to put us on those groups that tag us on Facebook. I tint my taillights so they work better. Same thing with the headlights. I think there's a group for that too. But so here's the comparison. And right now I'm looking at it in real life and then through the camera, and the shutter is pretty spot on. So you can tell the intensity difference there. This isn't as much of a factor at night. So not sun out right now, but just a medium amount of light, and you can still see the turn signal. We will come back and make a version 2 that kind of has like a thin cutout if you're worried that that's not enough light. But just want to capture this so you can get that comparison. So let me get everything I need to finish the install on the driver's side, and we'll walk you through that. All right, so I think we've done a pretty good job at keeping our prices down. This is the standard dark smoke. It doesn't have air egress channels, as I mentioned earlier, but you can still get this install done pretty easily. You have your driver's side and your passenger side. Obviously, we only need the driver's side because I already did the other side. Some other things that I keep around are our squirt bottles. They're like $2 on our site. You could also do a bowl of soapy water. Initially, I fill it up with water to here, then add like 2 or 3 drops of dish soap, or you use hand soap if you're in a pinch. I keep a microfiber around just to clean the entire application area, and I do use our felt tip squeegees, which are also available on the site. I don't make these included in the kits because some people already have them, or some people will decide to use a credit card and then just wrap a microfiber over it so they don't damage the tint, they don't scratch it. But I'm going to clean off this area. You can also use glass cleaner, or another possible thing to use is like a quick detailer. But if you use a quick detailer, make sure it doesn't have a wax. You don't want anything in between the surface of the vinyl and the lens. You want it to adhere really well. Again, it is 68 degrees here. 70 to 80 degrees is the optimal temperature to get this installed. If you go below that, you're definitely going to want to have a heat source like a hair dryer or a heat gun. My rule of thumb, make sure it doesn't burn your skin, and if it doesn't burn your skin, it probably won't damage the vinyl or overstretch it. Alright, so I decided to put my vinyl in the trunk so the wind doesn't blow it around, so it doesn't get on the ground, get dirty. I'm just going to start on the top. No real preference on which one you do first. Take that squirt bottle. You can squirt that area, you can squirt this. Remember, the more you squirt on this, the more you'll be able to move it around, but then the more difficult it'll be to get it to stop sliding around. Not a huge issue, but, and especially if you keep a heat source around to dry it back up rapidly, So you want to figure out the amount of coverage you want to get and try to even it out. So you've got coverage past the white on this side and past the white on that side. So none of that white or that chrome can be seen from various angles. From extreme angles, you might be able to see it, but normal viewing angles, you won't if you do it right. I'm using my squeegee, starting in the middle, just getting that water out. You can also use your fingers if you don't have a squeegee, or you can wrap paper towel, microfiber around a credit card. Gotta be gentle with these creases, or pull the material back up if you think it's gonna hard crease. I was able to pull that off without pulling it back up. When you apply heat to vinyl, all you're doing is making it easier to stretch it out so it can go over curved surfaces with ease. Just like to work a little area at a time. Because of this part, it's kind of hard to get in with a whole squeegee and just go this way, so just taking out little areas. All right, now I'm going to do my larger lower portion. Now, if you do get like the LX or the other like premium materials that cost a little bit more, they do have air egress channels. Makes it a little bit easier to install and not get bubbles under the surface. So again, I'm making sure I have coverage, good coverage on the left side, good coverage on the right side. I'm kind of using this area and lining it up parallel right below it. And the same thing, just breaking off little pieces at a time, squeegeeing out the water. Another technique you can use is hold a little bit of it up as you squeegee. And then you know that air can slip out from under it with ease. Because if you just drop it down, you're likely to get bubbles, especially if you didn't use that much water. And when I hold it up a little bit, it's easier to work with any creases that come up. If you try to attack a big, huge crease all at once, sometimes that's when you really get those hard creases that are really visible. We have a little crease here. Just gonna kind of massage it out. I can use my finger too. And just get a feel for it. And if you feel like it's not gonna hard crease, just keep on pushing it to the outsides. If not, I hope, if it is about to hard crease, I hope you've left or used enough water. You can see these coming out, kind of like popping like a pimple. Hoping you used enough soapy water so that you can actually peel it back up and try again. See, I didn't use tons of soapy water, so all the ends are sticking down, but I'm having to use a little bit more pressure to get those bubbles out. Now, if it was colder or if I had used more soap, pushing down hard on it would probably move the vinyl all around. So I'd have to use that heat, let it dry out a little, try to work it, keep on applying heat and going back and forth until I get the desired outcome. Let me go back up here, get some of those last bubbles out. Then let the sun do the rest. I really like the squeegee because you can put more pressure into it. Gets that hard leading edge that just pinches the vinyl and gets all that all the bubbles out. All right, let's put all this stuff somewhere. Take that camera off the stand and let you guys get a better look at this. Let's take it right off. Check this. There you have it. Those are our version 1 overlays in dark smoke. Now that it's a little bit more sunny, let me go ahead and turn those 4-ways back on. I'll back up a little bit. So, you know, it's cut the brightness out a little bit. So it's not like that brand new 2021 car, but it's more like that maybe 10-year-old car. It's still a lot better than some of the cars you see out on the roads. All right, so thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for purchasing items on our site. Please continue to send all the items that you want us to do. We'll try to knock those out as best as possible. We do get backed up. We do get really busy, but we want to give you guys as many of the items as you desire. So like this video though, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell notification icon for the latest and greatest things we're working on for the Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport.